we arrived at the Prague train station, we were greeted by a flamboyant little man, holding a small cardboard sign. The moment he saw us, he exclaimed, "Finally, you are here! I am here for you!" This statement immediately made the guys in our group suspicious, but one of the girls got excited and asked, "Yes, you are. Where are you taking us?" This caused the rest of us to start murmuring about hostel reservations. However, the curious girl was not deterred and convinced more girls to play along. Before we knew it, all 10 of us were following the little man with the waddle to his place. When we entered his apartment, which was conveniently located around the corner from the train station, he pointed to a giant loft in his living room and said, "Ladies," and then pointed to the living room floor and said, "You unto all of us guys." Before anyone could protest, one of the girls swiftly said, "We would love to stay, but we need one more pillow. I won't have a pillow." As if he had been expecting that question, he replied, "I have your pillow. It's with my lover." He then opened the door, revealing a guy sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Without uttering a word, our host snatched the pillow from under the sleeping guy's head, so we spent the night there, each of us with a pillow. Time flew by during our stay at Tarma. Once a week we had to volunteer with the locals. I ended up working on a farm, sorting bales of hay in a barn and preparing delicious ham, fresh milk, and Austrian cheese on a wooden cutting board. Meanwhile, other students were emptying the town cemetery. Although farm work was challenging, I enjoyed it because of the wonderful people I shared the chores with. On one particular day, probably on a weekend when most of the students were traveling, another guy named Jonathan approached me with a determined look in his eye. He had come across a viral email that claimed it was impossible to drink a gallon of milk and eat a whole angel food cake. Intrigued by the challenge, we headed downtown to Flatbush and bought 3 liters of milk and a cake each. We sat on a park bench and attempted to consume it. To our relief, we didn't throw up, but we definitely didn't feel great either. Not long after that, a group of guys returned from their trip to the States and started quoting Bud Wise every few minutes, along with bursting out with a "What's up?" These were phrases they picked up from 2 popular commercials in the spring of 2000. School ended too soon, and I had to return to Orlando. Memories of our adventures and the friendships I made will always hold a special place in my heart.